What if I told you that everything in this video cost me almost nothing, and it all looks like it came straight from a high-end home decor store? Today I'm sharing 4 thrifted dupes that are going to elevate your space without breaking the bank. If you love high-end look for less DIYs, make sure you hit the subscribe and let's get right into it. So I want to start with this sweet little vintage frame that I actually thrifted just this past weekend. The moment I picked it up, I was immediately drawn to all the beautiful little details. But the red color, yeah, that had to go. I wanted to give it more of that warm vintage antique feel, and I'm going to show you a technique that I don't think I've shared with you before. I'm starting with the black wax. I'm using Dixie Belle's black wax, but honestly, any black wax you have on hand will work beautifully here. I'm rubbing it in as best as I can. Now, if your frame has a smoother surface, just a light sanding beforehand will give it a little grip and make this so much easier. Once the black wax has had a moment to settle, I'm going in with the gilding wax in antique gold. Same technique, same motion, just working it right over top. And then here's where the magic happens. I go back in with the black wax one more time just to blend everything together. I only dip my brush once and just work it in, letting the two colors marry together. What you end up with is this gorgeous moody bronze finish and looks so expensive. Paired with some black and white photos, absolutely stunning. Next up is this art print I found for $13.99. If you've been around for a while, you know I keep finding these beautiful prints at Value Village and Goodwill, so I'm slowly building quite a collection. The prints themselves are gorgeous, but the frames, not so much. This one came in a very yellow oak tone, and I just wanted to soften and deepen it without fully stripping it down. I did try to remove the hardware first, but those little pieces kept breaking on me, so I pivoted, and honestly, I love the approach I ended up using. I taped up the entire frame first, just where the frame meets the glass, and then the whole thing, because we're working with the gel stain and I wanted to protect everything. Then I gave the frame a little sand, just enough to give the gel something to grip onto. And here's why I love gel stain so much. You can apply it right over existing stain. No need to strip it all the way back. So I applied my first coat, let it sit for a bit, and then I wiped it back. Repeated that one more time, and just two coats completely transformed the tone. That harsh yellow is gone, and in its place is a soft, warm, rich stain that still lets the oak grain show through. It looks so intentional and so beautiful. Now for this next one, I found this little box and I wanted to give that cozy organic collected over time kind of look for by wrapping it with linen. You can honestly use any box for this, wood box, tin box from chocolates or cookies, whatever you have or can find. I'm using a drop cloth from Dollarama as my linen. If you can't find it there, Home Depot carries them too, just in a larger size. I started with Mod Podge to adhere the linen, but I'll be honest with you, the fabric kept sliding and I did not have the patience to wait for it to fully set. So I switched to hot glue and it worked perfectly. I was a little nervous the glue linen might show through, but as long as you go light with your application, you won't see a thing. Rather than trying to wrap the whole box in one piece, which trust me is a lesson I've already learned, I cut the linen into sections and I worked in pieces, almost like book wrapping. A little patience and a lot of trimming later, and this box came together so beautifully. It's going to look incredibly well styled on a shelf, and it's functional too. You can actually store things inside. The best kind of decor. And for my last project, I'm bringing back one of my favorite paint techniques, and this one is so satisfying to watch come together. When I was thrifting, I grabbed a bag of fruit, and tucked inside were two green apples. They weren't the best quality, but I saw so much potential in them. I'm using my cobblestone paint mixed with sea spray. I've used this combination on several projects now, and I am obsessed with the finish it creates. I mixed up about half a cup of sea spray and made the mixture a little thicker this time. This time, think brownie batter consistency. I dabbed it on the apples, let it dry fully, and then I repeated the process for a second coat. I left the stem their natural color. That little contrast is so charming. Once the second coat was dry, I went in with two more colors, Highlands and Truffles. It is a silk paint. I applied it with just a paper towel. I dabbed a little paint on, dabbed it off on paper, and then just worked lightly over the surface, blending as I went. The truffle got a little more coverage, but it's the same gentle layer technique throughout. The result is this beautiful stone-like vintage finish that looks like something you'd find in a high-end boutique. I am so in love with how these turned out. And that's a wrap on today's 4 high-end thrifted dupes. I hope these gave you all the inspiration to go thrifting this weekend with fresh eyes, because the best pieces are just waiting to be transformed. If you tried any of these, I would absolutely love to see them. Come share them with me over on Instagram. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that button so you don't miss a new video. I'll see you in the next one. Happy thrifting, friends.